The ocean is the most unexplored place on Earth. Scientists estimate that more than 80% of it has never been fully explored. And in the deepest parts of the sea, almost nothing has been seen by human eyes. That means somewhere down there in the darkness, there are creatures we still barely understand. Creatures that glow in the dark, survive for centuries, and break almost every rule scientists thought they knew about life on Earth. Some of them have never been properly studied. Some have barriers that nobody can explain. And others are so mysterious that even modern technology still can't fully understand their secrets. Today, we're diving into some of the most mysterious ocean creatures scientists still can't explain. So, let's dive into the deep. The giant squid lives far below the surface in what scientists call the twilight zone. This part of the ocean is located 650 to 3,300 feet below the ocean surface. Because it is very dark and cold, scientists find it really hard to explore. To study this mysterious creature, scientists use special submarines, but even with advanced technology, spotting a giant squid is pretty rare. For years, most of what we knew about the giant squid came from ones that got washed up on beaches or got caught in fishing nets by accident. In 2004, scientists finally took the first photo of a live, healthy giant squid in the wild. Then, in 2012, scientists recorded underwater video of this mysterious creature living in its natural habitat. Even now, they still don't know much about how it survives in the deep ocean, because no giant squid has ever been successfully tracked over time. Their daily lives remain a mystery. There are many unanswered questions, such as how they hunt in such a dark world and how they mate or migrate. Scientists don't know how long they live or even how large they can grow. Some think they might reach up to 43 feet long or maybe even bigger, but no one has ever proven it yet. Before recent studies, many scientists thought there were different species of giant squid. However, new genetic research showed that all giant squid actually belong to one single species found around the world. So, what do we know so far? Giant squids have eyes as big as footballs. They are strong enough to battle sperm whales, and we know this because the scars seen on whale skin and pieces of squid found in whale stomachs. Some people think old legends of the Kraken, like in Pirates of the Caribbean or Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, might have come from sightings of giant squids, even though they seem like creatures from myths. Giant squids are very real and still mysterious. Scientists are now using new tools like environmental DNA testing to learn where they live. There is still so much scientists don't know about them, and there are many more such creatures that are even more disturbing, like sea pigs. The sea pigs are strange, walking sea cucumbers that live in the deep sea. They are very common, but scientists still don't know much about them. For example, no one knows how long sea pigs live. The tracks they leave on the ocean floor might look fresh but could actually be very old. This suggests they might live a long time. Even their reproduction is a mystery. Scientists know they lay eggs, but they don't understand about their mating or how the eggs grow. What's even more puzzling is their relationship with young king crabs. These crabs hitch rides on their backs. No one knows why they do this. Some think it might help protect the crabs. Sea pigs also gather in huge groups to eat dead animals. But scientists don't know why their numbers rise and fall so much over time. Even their bodies raise many questions. They appear to walk using their tube-like legs. However, the antenna-like structures on their heads might do more than just find food. What else they do is still a mystery. Scientists have also studied their insides and found strange features. These make them very different from other sea cucumbers. But what about a creature with blowing bellies? We're talking about cookie-cutter shark. Now, the cookie-cutter shark also lives in the twilight zone of the ocean. At night, it swims closer to the surface, around 300 feet, to hunt for food, but still, scientists don't know where it goes during the day or how deep it dives. What's even stranger is how little we know about their population and early life. No one has ever seen a baby cookie-cutter shark, and where they are born or grow up remains a big question mark. Researchers think the younger ones don't take part in the nightly migrations to the surface, but that's just a guess. These sharks are small, growing only up to about 22 inches. They have glowing bellies that help lure prey. When something gets close, they bite down with sharp teeth. Then, they twist their bodies to scoop out a perfect round piece of flesh. Cookie-cutter sharks are known to feed on whales, sharks, and even submarines. However, no one has ever seen them attack in the wild. Studying these strange sharks is very hard. They don't live long in captivity, only about 2 weeks. This makes it tough for scientists to watch how they swim, hunt, or live. Most of what we know comes from scars on their prey or dead sharks caught by accident. Even their glowing dark color used to lure prey is still a mystery. But we do know some cool facts. They replace all their bottom teeth at once and probably eat their old teeth to recycle calcium. Also, even though they look scary, they're not a danger to humans because they're so small. But there's an even more amazing ocean creature that can live for hundreds of years. Its name is Greenland shark. The Greenland sharks are believed to be the longest living vertebrates on Earth, with some estimated to live over 400 years. But scientists don't fully understand how they grow so old or even how they survive in such extreme environments. What we do know is that they grow slower than almost any other animal, just about 1 centimeter per year, and they don't reach adulthood until they're 150 years old. It's as if they spend over a century as teenagers. One of the strangest things about Greenland sharks is how they look. Biologist Tim Flannery calls them more of a deep-sea zombie. Their skin looks rotten and often has algae-like patches and strange markings. Many Greenland sharks have what look like graduation tassels hanging from their eyes. These are parasites called Almaticoidae elongata. The parasite eats away at the shark's corneas, making most of them partly or fully blind, but this doesn't seem to bother the sharks. Scientists think they rely on other senses to hunt. Still, it's a mystery how they catch fast prey, such as seals, since they move so slowly. Some scientists think they sneak up on sleeping seals, but no one knows for sure. Traditional methods for aging sharks, like counting growth rings on their bones, don't even work for them because their skeletons are made of soft cartilage. Scientists have to use a technique called radiocarbon dating on the lenses of the shark's eyes to figure out how old they are. However, even this method isn't perfect and might not always get the exact age. Because these sharks move so slowly, they've earned the nickname sleeper sharks, which makes them even harder for researchers to study. On top of that, their meat is poisonous unless it's specifically treated. This makes it tricky for scientists to collect detailed information about them once they've been caught. But what makes things even trickier is a creature whose name doesn't belong to one species. We're talking about Dumbo octopus. The name Dumbo actually refers to a group of about 17 or 18 species, but some of these species have only been seen once or twice. Sometimes new ones are still being found. This makes experts wonder how many more could be out there. No one knows how many Dumbo octopuses live in the ocean or how long they live. Their population remains a big mystery. Their life cycle is another enigma. Unlike shallow water octopuses, they lay eggs once and die. Dumbo octopus females carry eggs in different stages of development. This means they can lay eggs anytime the conditions are just right. But how do they find a mate in the dark ocean? And what happens to their tiny babies after hatching? No one knows for sure. Even their diet and hunting habits remain under study. Scientists believe they feast on small crustaceans and worms. But how they find food or survive in the pitch-black depths is still unclear. Despite all the unknowns, scientists have discovered some interesting facts about these deep-sea creatures. Unlike other octopuses, Dumbo octopuses don't have an ink sac because there's there's no need for one in the total darkness of their environment. They also move by flapping their ear-like fins to glide through the water, which helps them save energy. And then we have female Dumbo octopuses that can hold on to sperm for a long time. This lets them fertilize their eggs when the conditions are just right for their young to survive. Which one of these ocean creatures did you find the most exciting? Also, do you have other mysterious ocean creatures you believe should have been in this video? Feel free to share in the comments. Now, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and make sure to subscribe to help support our channel. Goodbye.